This is a super chill flow with time to explore, see how you feel and respond to that. So move in a way, not just moving like swaying side to side, just moving in the way your body is asking you to move. So take your time to explore and respond. So finding a comfortable seated position. Breathing big and full here, settling. And taking a very big inhale, floating your arms up. At the top, touching the palms together and bringing the thumbs to your heart. Settling in here. Taking a very big inhale through your nose. Easy through your mouth. 2 more times like that. Big inhale through your nose. And easy through the mouth. 1 more time. Big inhale. And easy through the mouth. Bringing the hands to the thighs. Gently opening the eyes. And bringing the right hand to the side, softening through your elbow, taking a big inhale, nice opening to the side. Maybe rolling forward and back here, however it feels nice. And then big inhale back to the middle. And softening to the opposite side. Big inhale, opening up. And exhaling, exploring around. Softening there. And with a big inhale, coming back to the middle. Settling here, maybe opening up the chest. And then, if it's nice for you, walking the hands forward with a gentle side to side, just as a way to find a nice spot. When you find a nice spot, maybe linger in there. When you're ready, walking your hands back to the middle, taking your time. Bringing the hands behind you, pressing your feet, big inhale, lifting your hips up. And easy exhale, softening back down. Leaning to one side and finding your own way to come on your hands and knees. Couple of crazy calcos here. So if we're moving in any direction that feels nice in your spine. Maybe lowering the elbows, maybe moving round and round, moving with your breath. And heading to a downward dog when you're ready. With a big inhale, lifting your hips high. Settling in here. Maybe paddling your feet, keeping your knees and elbows soft. Big inhale, coming high up on your tiptoes. Easy down. Big inhale, high on your tiptoes, lengthening and easy softening. 1 more time, big inhale, coming high on your tiptoes. Easy softening down. Tucking your chin on your chest with a big inhale, rolling forward into a nice plank. A very easygoing one. So maybe it's a funny looking one, maybe it's not a perfect plan. It doesn't matter. Find a way you can stay here, easy. And from here, rolling from your middle, opening your whole body to the side. Nice stretch there. And then easy, rolling to the middle and big inhale, opening up to the opposite side. Maybe bringing the tiptoes behind you. And exhale. Rolling to the middle, big inhale, opening up again to the opposite side, maybe opening up in a nice wild thing, rolling back to the middle, and last time, big inhale to the opposite side. And easy, back to the middle. Easy going plan. And then lowering all the way back down to lie on the floor. Here, maybe rolling your hips side to side, making sure you drop any tension on the ground. Opening one arm to the side and maybe rolling over your shoulder if that feels nice. Super gentle here, very easy going, nice easy stretch. And rolling back to the middle, maybe opening the opposite arm to the side and rolling over, having a explore. If this doesn't feel good, back off a little bit, just see how it feels for you. Rolling back to the middle When you're ready, with a very big inhale, shifting your hips back into a nice child's pose. Easy here. When you're ready, crawling forward, tucking your toes, spreading your fingers wide. Big inhale, lifting up in down dog. And taking a nice easy stroll. Shifting your weight side to side, moving naturally to the top of the mat, letting your head go. Maybe holding onto your elbows for a nice effect. And then when you're ready, rolling up to standing one vertebra at a time. At the top, taking a very big inhale, lifting you up. And with an easy exhale, rolling down, bringing your hands down, putting some weight into them to bend your knees, sink your hips, finding a nice easy going squat. And here maybe lingering in a nice place you may find. Maybe just in a nice squat. Breathing thick and full here. Maybe it's nice to open to the side with a very big inhale. See how that feels. And easy exhale back to the middle. Maybe the other side. Big inhale. And back to the middle. If it's nice for you, maybe rocking your hips forward, but it doesn't have to be in any particular place. Maybe opening the leg to the side, keeping the feet on the floor, maybe rolling one side, the other. Coming out of it if you think that you may be pushing into it. Don't push into it, just move naturally, explore and playing around crow. Your knees doesn't have to be very high or very low. There is not a right place. There is a right place for you, and only you know. So see how that feels. Keeping it nice and fluid, moving around it, maybe opening one leg to the side, finding a nice stretch there. And when you're ready, making your own way back to your downward dog. Settling in here. Taking a big inhale, leaning to the left and opening your right leg high up into the sky. And easy softening here and then big inhale, nice lengthening, and then stepping through that foot in between your hands, finding a nice low lunge, a stable wall. So bringing your hips back towards the middle, finding your center, and lowering the back knee down to the ground. Maybe staying low here in your torso, breathing very big and full. Maybe a gentle twist. This is just to find a nice spot where you may enjoy lingering. Walking your hands behind you, towards you, finding a nice runner stretch, and then crawling forward, pressing down, big inhale to open up. And easy, softening your hands down, bringing the left hand down, big inhale, nice twist. And then bringing the top hand down to the ground, big inhale, twisting, opening to the other side. And easy, softening down, tucking your toes, big inhale, lifting your hips and folding over your front leg, keeping the knees soft here. Keeping the left hand on the ground, big inhale, nice twist. Easy, hand down, big inhale, opening into a nice triangle. Maybe bringing the hand to the shin. Then easy knees, pressing down, big inhale, pulling yourself up. And easy, softening into warrior two. And here it hasn't to be a very deep warrior two. Maybe you have a short and wide stand as I am having here. Just very place where you can be movable and where you can be strong. So if someone comes and push you, just stay there. And from here, big inhale, opening up into a nice side angle, giving your chance to open up. And then with a very big inhale, tipping it all the way back in a nice reverse. And then rocking forward, swinging through the side angle, coming to warrior three, lengthening your leg and looking forward. Standing with the standing leg, so big inhale, twisting into a reverse half moon, moving from your middle here, so softening, rolling your hips to the side, opening up to the other side into a nice half moon. And then easy, coming back to warrior three. And when you're ready, rolling up to standing, like making a little ball in your tummy there to support you. Catching your shin, rolling around your hip here. and finding a nice tree. So maybe bringing your foot to the thigh, to the shin, or even the floor. Maybe hands up or down. Finding a nice tree. It doesn't matter how it looks. If it's a little wobbly, it doesn't matter either. Just let your body figure it out. When you're ready, big inhale, lifting everything up. And with exhale, stepping back to your low lunge, finding a stable base. And when you're ready, big inhale, pressing down, lifting everything up into high lunge. And easy exhale, sinking here. And moving with your breath. Big inhale, lifting everything up. Easy exhale, sink. Here is quite obvious that I'm moving up and down with the breath. Maybe it's a little bit more subtle. When you're ready, softening everything down, making your own way back to downward dog. And maybe opening the hips so much that you open up into a nice wide thing. And then rolling back to the middle into a nice plank, lowering all the way down. Having a nice roll here. Opening up the chest if this feels nice, breathing big and full. And when you're ready, pressing down, big inhale all the way up to your downward dog. Leaning to the right this time, big inhale, lifting your left leg high up into the sky. Opening up the hip here and soften. And then big inhale, lengthen. And exhale, stepping through in between your hands into a low lunge. Taking your time here, finding a stable low lunge, movable one. When you're ready, lowering the back knee down to the ground, maybe staying low in your torso. Maybe a gentle twist. This is to find a nice spot that feels unique to you. Lingering there. Maybe a gentle twist is nice. Breathing big and full. When you're ready, crawling back into a nice running stretch, folding over your front leg. Keeping it easy on your hamstring here. Letting your head and neck go. When you're ready, crawling forward, pressing down, big inhale, nice opening. And easy exhale, hands down, bringing the right hand to the floor, and with a very big inhale, opening up into a nice twist towards your front leg. And then easy softening back down, and big inhale, opening up. And bringing the top hand down to the ground. Tucking your back toes, pressing down, big inhale, lifting up your hips, folding over your front legs. Easy on your knees here. And then keeping the right hand on the ground, big inhale, opening up into a nice twist. Softening down, and big inhale, opening up into a nice triangle. And then softening your knees, pressing down, big inhale, lifting everything up. And easy exhale, settling in warrior two. And moving with your breath, lifting everything up. And exhale, settling here. Maybe wide and short spine is better than a deep stream pose. Half a play. Big inhale, tipping it all the way back. And easy rocking forward, opening your whole body into side angle. And very big inhale, tipping it all the way back. And easy exhale, swiveling to the front of the mat, letting your back leg lift off the ground to a nice warrior three. Keeping the right fingertips on the ground. When you are ready, with a very big inhale, opening up into a nice reverse half moon. Keeping your knees and your hips easy here. Stay movable. Bringing the top hand down to the ground, rolling the hips from your middle, big inhale, opening up into a nice half moon. And then softening back to the middle. And when you're ready, rolling up to standing, giving your shin a squeeze. It's like making a little ball in your tummy. Staying movable. Finding a nice tree. So maybe bringing the foot to the thigh, the shin, or even the floor. Hands up, down your chest. looking somewhere, having a nice soft gaze, maybe add a small smile sometimes helps to soften too, or a big smile even better. When you're ready, taking a very big inhale, lifting everything up. And with exhale, stepping back, finding a stable low lunge and pressing down, big inhale, lifting into a high lunge. And exhale, sinking here into low lunge. So using your breath, moving from your middle to go from high to low. High, lengthening, exhale, softening. And one more time, big inhale, lengthening. And easy exhale, softening all the way down, making your own way back to downward dog. Opening the hip if that's nice in your downward dog, maybe so much that you tip on over into a nice wide thin. Big inhale, opening up. And with the exhale, rolling back to the middle into a plank. Doesn't have to be a perfect one, it has to be your plank. And then when you're ready, lowering all the way down to lie on the floor. Maybe clasping the hands behind you if that's nice. Maybe opening the chest in any way that feels good to you. The sway side to side is to help you find that place that's uniquely good for you today. May change from one day to the other or in the same day. So just respond to how you feel. Maybe lifting up into a gentle up dog, keeping the knees on the ground is safer for you. Maybe looking over one shoulder or the opposite. And when you're ready, shifting your hips back with a big inhale, finding a nice child's pose. Settling here for a little while. Making sure your arms are soft. If there is any tension on your hips or anywhere, maybe widening your knees to the side. When you're ready, rolling yourself back up, bringing the hands to your thighs. Having a few moments here, noticing your breath. When you're ready, taking a very big inhale, floating your arms high up. And bringing your thumbs to your chest, settling in here. Taking a big inhale out through your nose. Easy through your mouth. Every inhale lifting you up. And every exhale sinking a little bit more, softening there. Big inhale. And easy exhale. And I hope you enjoy it and feel great now, super chilled. And when you come out, applying the same principles to get up, maybe through a downward dog, maybe a nice stroll to the top. And when you're ready, rolling yourself back up with a big inhale and ready to go.